Hello, Mike over at Acucraft Fireplaces talking about our Hearthroom Series wood burning fireplaces today. So thanks for joining us and show you a couple of the features and benefits, kind of what the fireplace is all about. So the Hearthroom Series is a wood burning fireplace that can be converted to gas. At the moment I actually have a gas log set burned in here, but I'll just give you a quick overview and kind of show you what the details of the fireplace. So the Hearthroom Series comes in three sizes: 36, 44, and 48. The 36 is going to give you a door opening of 36 wide, 21 tall. And the 44, which is shown here, is our most popular unit. 44 wide, 26 tall in the viewing. Then our largest one, 48 wide, 42 tall, much bigger on the opening height. All the face and everything just extends with it, so you got the face frame, which actually makes that fireplace appear even larger. So all of the Hearthroom Series are going to come in single-sided, see-through between two interior rooms, or the Indoor-Outdoor Series between an interior room and the outside, maybe on a deck, a patio, a lanai, whatever the application calls for. Great way to get the fireplace into two spaces. So all of the Hearthrooms, single-sided, see-through, indoor-outdoor, rectangular or arched fronts. We got a couple of different choices of handles as well. Here we've got the basket handles on here. So quick overview of the unit. So it's a zero clearance fireplace, which means it can sit on a wood platform. A lot of customers will decide to raise it up on a platform. That just depends on the look that you're after. You can raise it up anywhere from sitting on the floor to 12 inches, 18 inches, 24 inches, just depends on what the design's looking for. The insulated panel system will allow wood studs to be framed within 2 inches of the fireplace. So inside this insulated box is the actual firebox. 7-gauge steel on the firebox, 20-gauge steel in the insulated panel system with high-temp rock wool insulation in between. So what that's going to do is actually have an air chamber around this firebox. So air from inside the room is going to travel in through the bottom. We've got a blower system mounted inside there. On the see-through models, it's going to push air up these side channels. So inside this unit, you've got a hollow chamber between that 7-gauge steel firebox and the insulated panel. On the top of the firebox inside here, there's also a space. We've got a 4-inch thick insulated panel at the top. As that unit starts to heat up, that air is going to start to move through there, and just through natural convection, air wants to rise. So it gets pulled in down through the floor, through the lower grills, moves up the sides, and comes out through this vent at the top in the form of heat. The blower system aids that airflow and just pushes that air out of there a little bit better. That's right now, with the gas conversion here, we've got tons of heat coming out through the top here. All of our units can be burned with a screen or with the doors closed. The benefit of keeping the doors closed is you can actually get some heat out of the fireplace. So on the unit here, we've got combustion air ducts. Air gets pulled in from the outside. So this little hood would get mounted on the side of your house. It's going to pull in air from the outside, and right now I can actually feel it drafting, pulling air in. The heat from that smoke or gas exhaust going up the chimney is what creates the draft to pull the air in. So we use an insulated duct system that would get mounted inside your wall and gets piped directly into the firebox. On this side, you can see a little bit better. The air is delivered, comes in through a little plenum box, moves across, moves through a box inside this chamber, and there's an air control damper that actually opens and closes inside there. The air controls here are going to be able to open and close that little linkage, and that's going to slow down the burn rate. So we've got, on a see-through model, we've got 3 air controls. One air control controlling the air that's delivered to the door. The reason for that is the air wash glass system. So as that combustion air is flowing in, it comes in and gets delivered into the firebox at the top of the firebox and acts as an air wash glass system. That's going to start pushing that air down and keeping that glass cleaner as it's burning. The flue damper controls the flue, and we can actually open and close the chimney system. It does a couple of different things. One, it's going to slow down the burn rate. 2, it's going to hold more heat in the box. As you hold more heat in the box, this whole chamber radiates more heat, and more heat's going to come out through that upper grill there. So that's all in conjunction with the different airflow systems. So you've got the combustion air delivering air into the firebox, and then our smoke going out. The second air chamber is that fresh air that from inside the room moving around the firebox in the form of heat. So unique to our units, we've got large viewing. With this unit, you can burn with a fire screen Our newest option we're really excited about is the fire screen is actually installed as we speak. Doesn't even look, doesn't mess with the airflow or the looks of the fireplace at all. You can close the doors and keep it installed. So our fire screen is in place. Even with the doors closed, you can have that fire screen sitting in place. Fantastic views with the screen in or without. If you're burning real firewood, that's going to control your sparks from jumping out back into the space. The screen pops out really easy. Got a couple of fall-away handles. Simply put them in the little pegs, lift up, tilt out the bottom. Goes in the same way. So now you can refuel the fire. Same thing, push it in here. Kind of tilt in the top, drop it in the bottom. Little handles stay out of the firebox. They also stay cool. Keep those next to your fireplace. So that brings me to another feature on the unit, sealed combustion doors. So all the way around the door, we've got a full gasket set that goes around, and then we've got a locking latch assembly. So when you actually close the doors, the rod's got a slight taper on it. So when you twist the handle, it actually drives these rods into the top and bottom of the door frame and lock it in place. The doors also lift off. So if you actually want to have to burn with the fire with the screen off, the doors actually lift right off. Weigh about 30 pounds. You can store those. You're having company, entertaining, don't want the doors on. Now you got that look of an open fireplace, but you also have the ability to actually get some heat out of it. Doors go right back on. About as simple as they come off. Line them up in the hinges. Drop them in place. Again, I can leave that screen in place or I can pull it out. Our blower system is mounted on a wall switch. The blower is included with the fireplace. Again, that's mounted in the bottom here. You've got full access for service at a later date if you ever had any issues with the blower system. A couple of screws pop off, this lower grill's removed, and the blowers are mounted on magnets at the bottom of the unit, and there's a little outlet that they plug into. Super simple. Anybody can replace the blowers if they ever failed in 20 years. You know, we see on average customers are burning these fireplaces. Blowers are lasting almost the fireplace, you know, it's years upon years before you'd ever have to touch those. Speed control for the blower, you can adjust that up and down, included with the fireplace. Our fireplaces use a large Clasp chimney system. So your chimney system is actually determined by the opening of your fireplace. Because we have a larger viewing area, you need a larger chimney system to allow that air to flow up the chimney and not backdraft with any smoke. We use the ICC brand chimney system. It's a 16-inch pipe on this one for this particular model because it's see-through. The insulated pipe actually performs better than an air-cooled pipe. It is more expensive, but it's also rated to 2100 degrees. So the chimney system's got a stainless steel inside wall, a 1-inch thick insulated wall, stainless steel exterior. Now you can still frame around that with a chase. We can supply you with the chimney system and all the components to get you up through your roof, all the different components and pieces. I'd be happy to discuss, you know, a system that'll work for your actual install. Gas log conversion. So one of the options we do is a standard option we have is called the gas knockout. So as we ship this fireplace, it's got a gas knockout, which is a sleeve that preps it for a gas line install. Where you use that situation is a lot of customers will run a gas log lighter. That's just a little tiny burner you purchase, you mount it in the firebox, you turn on the gas, throw a match on it, light the gas. You got a little burner going, throw your wood on it, light your fire. After 10 minutes or so, you shut it off. That's a really common option that a lot of customers add to their fireplaces. So we make it easy by adding that gas log knockout. So it's a sleeve that is all pre-drilled. All you do is simply remove the fire brick on the inside, slide your gas line in and make your connection. You can also convert the fireplace to a full gas install like I've got here with a gas log set conversion. So you run your gas line in, make your connections, and you mount your valve system inside a little cavity inside the wall. What that does is give you the ability to just flip a switch, either a wall switch or a remote control, and go to full gas. Super convenient, flip the switch. With our unit, you got the ability to burn it with the doors open, pick up that radiant heat, burn it with the doors closed. So lots of flexibility. Most often we see customers will convert their fireplace years later when they are, you know, at a point where they're done burning wood. They might decide to burn gas just for the convenience. Now, even if you convert it to gas, you're still not locked into gas forever. You can take that gas log set out, put the plug back in for that gas knockout, and actually convert right back to wood burning. About a half an hour project. Not a big deal. It's not something you're going to do often, but it's something that it gives you the flexibility that you're not permanently switching over to gas like a lot of times when you look at a masonry fireplace they do. So on the back side of our fireplace, so this is an indoor-outdoor unit. Little bit different face, as you can see. Same size doors, same size viewing area, same handles, same latch. But if this were your outdoor side, you can see that we're missing the grill on the top and below the doors. There's a reason for that. Our see-through models are going to have the same face on both sides, and the air is going to come in on both sides, and the heat's going to come out both sides equally. On the indoor-outdoor unit, we purposely designed this unit to have this side on the outdoor of the house. So now, instead of having that air vent through here where that heated chamber is, we run that insulated panel system directly down to the face frame. So now when you stone this fireplace in, you're actually going to run your stone finish right to the face frame and build it in, and there's nowhere for air to move through that fireplace. Still got the same door system. Another benefit of the indoor-outdoor unit is our locking clasp. So we add this as a standard feature, and what this does is it allows you to add a padlock to the exterior door for added security. Same gasket system, but this one on the exterior side is geared towards a more weather-tight seal. So we've got a little bit different rubber gasket, a little bit different than the back side. Still does the same thing. It's just geared more towards an exterior environment, designed for the harsh environments. So we're based up in Minnesota. We've been building these indoor-outdoor units for years. You know, we get cold weather getting down to 30 below zero. So you can install these units all over North America, you know, Canada, up in the mountains, doesn't really matter. You've got enough gasketing to hold back that cold air on our indoor-outdoor units. So no air leakage going through the firebox. As long as I got it open, I'll also show the inside. So our standard wood-burning firebox has got fire bricks on the inside. So you're actually going to burn right on the bricks. No grate. With the gas log set, we've got a decorative grate that holds up that log set, but you're going to burn right on the firebox. On this particular unit, you've got 35 inches from glass to glass. It's a big firebox. You can put a lot of wood in there. 44 inches wide, you can actually put a 43-inch log inside here. With our gas log set, we've got a 42-inch set in here, and you can see it fills it up. Looks fantastic. I mean, who doesn't want to fire that big in their house? Same thing with the screen is a standard feature on this side. So oftentimes if you're sitting on the porch or on the patio enjoying the fireplace on the outside, you're most of the time going to be burning it with the doors open and getting that radiant heat off the back of the fireplace. At the end of the night, close it up, load it up with wood, dampen it down, and now that fireplace can actually burn through the night by slowing down the air controls and the flue damper. You notice there's no air controls on the backside, and that's for a reason. If we move to the air controls on the backside, which would normally be here for controlling the air on this side, we actually flip it to the inside because that was a spot where you could get cold air moving through it. We can't have that. So again, sealed up fireplace on all sides, combustion air ducts, insulated panel system. This unit is going to weigh about 1,200 pounds. It is a heavy unit, but that just proves the materials we've used to build it. 7-gauge steel in the firebox, 1/4-inch thick steel on the doors and fronts. Lifetime warranty on the firebox. You're not going to hurt this thing unless you try to. I mean, this thing's built like an army tank. You can burn wood in it for the next 30 years, no issue. In fact, we've been around for 40 years. A lot of our fireplaces from our first years are still in place. Got many customers that have fireplaces installed in the early 80s, still burn them as their primary heat source. So we've got lots of different options. We also do custom units. If you're looking for a unit that's even bigger, larger, different viewing area sizes, we can do it. So our Hearthrooms are standard line, but I've also got my Unity series and custom units. So take a look. Let me know if you've got any questions. I can be reached at 763-309-1502. Appreciate your time and let me show off our fireplace. Thanks.